So, hello everyone. Today is our last video, our last webinar of the cycle of webinars dedicated to some of the integrations that are currently available in Labyrinth. Of course, it will be extended as we will be adding more and more different integrations that may catch your eye. So to begin with, let's make one more quick overview of the integrations in Labyrinth. Of course, the list that you can see on the screen, it is what is currently available. However, we still have some custom integrations for some of the customers that are available only to them. And in addition, we are constantly updating this list so that you can have better and better experience and better coverage. So let's actually see what we have as for now. So the integrations that are present on the screen can be actually grouped by different factors. For example, we have some, basic integrations like receiving alerts in your working environments or even via email. So it includes Slack and Microsoft Teams certifications and SMTP notification as well. And beside that, we have two major vectors of integrations. The first one is two-way integration with CMs, which includes ABM Curator and Splunk. Even though you can send your logs to any CM of your choice using syslog forwarder. For those two CMs, we provide two integrations that were covered in our previous sessions. So feel free to go and check our YouTube channel for that. In addition, we have integrations that allow to actually isolate the attacker's host. Those include FortiGate, that we'll be covering today, and CrowdStrike that was covered during our previous session with our guest from CrowdStrike itself. So having done the quick overview, today, as I said it earlier, we will focus on FortiGate, how we can actually play around with it in Labyrinth, and we'll see the example of how we can actually can get the host banned for a particular reason. Okay, so let's also make a quick recap of what is FortiGate. So as you may already know, FortiGate by Fortinet is a comprehensive cybersecurity, I would say, even platform that offers a range of security features for networks. So basically, it is a next-generation firewall that combines various security functions, including firewall, VPNs, and web filtering, and more into one single integrated solution. So it is designed to provide advanced threat protection, secure connectivity, and of course, network visibility. It is a really, I would say, popular tool among our customers. That's why we decided to go into that direction and make the integration that will actually put the host that attacks one of the decoys. So basically, if the alert generated and we can see an IP address in the attacker IP, this address will be quarantined on the FortiGate. And after that, it will be quarantined for an hour. So you can either have this timer and play around and find out what is actually going on with your asset, or if you think everything is all right, you can simply unquarantine this host and continue your normal operations. Okay, so that's pretty all about our practice part. It is really short. And we can finally move to our live demo. So it will consist of different steps, which you can see on the screen. We'll start from configuration. So we will generate API token on FortiGate. We'll configure integration, check whether we have some of the decoys that are needed for our case today, and then we move then we will move to actually attacking the host. Okay, so let's proceed. For this, I have first of all my Labyrinth. You can see the dashboard from here. We'll return to that later. And I have also our demo FortiGate that will be playing around. Okay, so talking about Labyrinth, the first thing first that you can see while after logging in is a dashboard with some statistics about what's actually going on in your system. However, as for now, we are mostly interested on integrations. On the screen, you can see the same exact list that we saw earlier. Let's actually go for FortiGate. For this, I click on Edit, and I have to fill in some data. First of all, it's API host. We already have it. Next, you can provide virtual domain if you have more than one. By default, it's root. So next, we need access token. And for this, we actually will go to our FortiGate. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me a second. Let's log in. And we're here. So we go to the system, administrators, and from here, we already have some administrators. You may also ask about permissions. For this, we can also turn to our presentation. You can see all of the necessary permissions on the screen. That's more than enough. I won't be creating a new user because you already can see that there are plenty of them. I will simply regenerate API key for one of them. I simply click on regenerate. The procedure is really simple. I'll copy it and put it here. After we filled everything in, we should click on test to verify that our configuration is all right. We can see the success message. It means that everything is okay. We can enable it and click save. And that's pretty it about integration configuration. So as you can see, it's extremely easy. And what you actually should do is simply get a host and a token and enable the integration. Okay, so as you may remember, our next step will be actually checking if we have some decoys. Let's see. Yes, we have. In addition to that, I have created customized decoy. We can click on details and see its configuration. So basically, I have a Samba file server. I have assigned users to it. I created some shares, and we're good to go. So this is basically the update of the Samba file service. It's not currently present on your instances. If you already have running one batch, it will be available from our release, which will be released soon. It will be this year. And we actually can proceed. Just for your inform, as you already know, Labyrinth offers you the the possibility to create customized decoy types. For this, all you have to do is click on this plus sign, choose point type base, and continue with your configuration. We won't be focusing on it much because today we are mainly discussing the integration. So let's actually proceed. Our next step is actually attacking the whole thing. On the screen, you can see our rough plan. It may slightly vary depending on what we will find. And to begin with, let's imagine that we are the attackers, so we turn to the red team. And all we know about network is its address, its subnet, and that there may be a Samba file server somewhere. We don't know the exact IP address, we don't know credentials, and we basically don't know much about it. So our first step will be actually finding this as it turns out decoy. So I have a few handlets. I will simply copy subnet from here just to make it easier for us. And let's actually fill in. Please let me know if the font is too small, too big. I will adjust it. Okay, I will scan only 2 ports, default ports. Some basic thing. And let's run. As for now, we should wait for a couple of seconds till we get the results. You may be concerned about the integration because, as you know, we have enabled it. So the host that will appear in as an attacker in the alerts, it should be banned. It's all right because this house that I'm currently working with, it's not being managed by FortiGate, so we won't be banned. So it's all right for us for our demo purposes. And we already see some results. From what I can see, we have only one IP address that we can actually play around somehow. However, we can try to connect. Why not? However, I don't know anything about it yet, even about the shares. So I think we'll start from knowing anything about it. For this, we will turn to Metasploit. Okay. Let's wait till it starts. It should be, I hope, fast. Okay. Okay. So I will search for a model, first of all, with some enumeration. If I'm not mistaken, it's something like that. Oh, okay. Good. Next, we need to set our target. Where's the IP address? Can't find it. Okay. And let's simply run. Okay, so okay, I see the shares, and what I also see that it's not SMB1. Okay. Let's while we are here, while we have our console open, let's actually try to brute force something. Of course, we can try to connect anonymously, but I will give you a quick spoiler. I have configured it so that it won't have anonymous access. Of course, as the attackers, we don't know this information, but we can play around with it. Okay, so I need another module for that. As far as I remember, it's something like that. Amazing. For this, let me just check options. Oh, okay. So first of all, that we need for brute forcing, you know, those are vocabularies. I have them. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean word lists. We have them. They're really basic for our webinars. Let me just make it faster. Okay. Okay. And this is passwords. Let me check. Yes, it's passwords txt. And we also need users file because I don't know username yet. Okay. Once again. Where is the IP address? Okay. Everything's all right, so let's run. Okay, we already have something, which is good. Okay. I think that's enough. Okay, so we have everything to work with it later on. Okay. And let's actually finally try to connect. Maybe we will find something interesting from here. Oh, yes, SMB client. I believe I have it. Let's check shares one more time. Okay, I will go for homes. Let's use the user. If you have noticed, those are names from Blade Runner. So let's go for K. It was really cool. And I already know that it's not SMB1. So I will make a guess that maybe SMB3. We needed password. We have it. Okay, this one. And we're already here. So let's actually see something. And from what I can already see, we have a pcap file, which can be really interesting. We'll check whether it's really pcap file or it's just names this way. And we have a node. So I will get everything from here. Okay, and I will also get a node. That's everything that is interesting for me. As for now, of course, we can go and search for in other places. But first of all, let's actually play around with it. So first of all, I will check whether the pcap file is actually pcap file. Okay, so it's capture file. Everything should be all right. And I would really like to copy to my machine because from here, I don't have Wireshark. And I think Wireshark will be extremely useful for us today. So I'll simply go for CP. Okay, maybe. Let's set a full path. Name is really simple. It's stamp up. Okay. And we should be having it. Let's turn to my desktop. I will show you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll show you my file shortly, as soon as I get to my desktop, actually. Okay, I can do this. Let me just open my Wireshark. And what we can see is really insightful, as for me, as I can clearly see that there are some S7 communication stuff is going on. You already can see it as well. And what is also interesting, let's check. Okay, there is also a thing. However, for our further steps, that's enough. So we know that there are multiple hosts. One of them maybe use. Oh, okay. So I see it. Okay, so we have the IP addresses. We know that it should be something connected to Siemens. And let's actually also get acquainted with our node. Okay, there are plenty of things. Never mind, it's kind of messy. Okay, so we still have the same IP addresses. Even though we know something about this one, let's scan and get to know something about our second IP address. For this, I will be simply running nmap, I'm a fan, so okay. That should be really fast. Okay, so everything is extremely clear as for now. So we have a host with SSH, with open 22nd port, which usually is used for SSH. And we have a PLC. So it means that we can actually try to connect to this host because we know that it has a connection to that one. But I think we also have can connect this one as well. However, let's actually go and find the way to connect to that host with the SSH. For this, as we done in our previous sessions, I will be using Hydra. Okay, so let's run. Also, I need passwords, Give me just a second. Okay. Okay, so the IP address. Next, I need to specify what we are actually trying to brute force. So let's run. Okay, so we have Hydra restore, and never mind. Now it should be starting. Let's wait for a couple of seconds till we get our results. And by the way, as for now, we are, as you notice, we were playing around with decoy. So it means that we should be getting some alerts. For this, we return to our main screen. And we can go to the alerts menu sub-item, and we can see the connection to the SMB resource. We can click on the alert and get everything. So there are clearly signs that there was a brute force. Also, we have network scan. Okay, plenty of things. So we have those alerts. And by the way, as you may remember, we have our integration enabled. And as I noted earlier, our host can be blocked from this device. But yet, let's see whether we have it in our in our quarantine monitor. Where is it? Okay. And we can see the IP address. We can go to the alerts, verify the attacker's IP, and check it from here. As I said earlier, it works. The ban works for an hour. Where we are also planning on updating our integration so that you can specify your own time range, and of course you can delete it from the list. Okay. And everything returns to its normal state. Okay, so let's continue. Oh, I see that we already have something. I think it's more than enough, and we don't need to continue scanning. So let's actually do something about it. So while we're waiting, let's try to connect. The IP address. Amazing. Password as well. Cool, and we're in. Oh, I see that we have some Caesar tasks. We can play around with it. But as you may remember, we have a PLC, and we can actually do something about it as well. So On the presentation slides, I have left, oh, I'm sorry. I have left the link to the GitHub, to all the repositories that we used during our presentation at ATS Advanced Summit this year. So let's actually see it. As for now, we are interested in the script that sends malform PDU. So why don't we actually go and use it? Like, I think it will be really cool. Okay, so I will simply go for git clone. So if you're interested in the script, it's really simple. You can check it from the repository. Okay, it's also in scripts. And let's run it. For it, we should specify the IP address of the device that we would like to send our packets to. If we don't do this. Oh, okay. My bad. Wrong name. Okay. We need PLC IP address. Let's go get it. Okay. So let's send. We can do it actually multiple times. And that's pretty it. We can go and check our labyrinths and see whether we have some alerts. So first of all, we see that connection was established. And we can see the attempt to manipulate PDU. So this is basically what we were trying to do. And let's check our FortiGate. As for now, we can see that there is different IP address, which is all right because we were playing around with a different host. Let's refresh the page and we can see it from here. Once again, if you wish to unban it, you can simply do it by hand or wait till this record expires. So there are the options. Okay, so this is basically all that I wanted to show to you today. I will stop the recording so that I can answer to all of your questions, if any. And I encourage you to go to our YouTube channel and check the videos from our previous sessions so that you will get a deeper understanding of what is actually going on with this with the integrations in Labyrinth. And in addition, I think it will be really interesting to check CrowdStrike webinar. Once again, due to the fact that we had a special guest there. So in addition, subscribe to our LinkedIn, check our website, and etc. And if you have any questions, once again, I will be glad to answer to all of them. I'll stop in the recording.